Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. It's 9 o'clock, it's a Thursday, which means it's another episode of the Matchmentary with me, Craig Petty, and the one and only mediocre Matt Cluley. How you doing, Matt?
Charming.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
For those of you that haven't watched this shit yet, this is Matt.
Why would you be starting now?
He's...
Why would you... If you haven't seen... I've not seen that series before. Let's just start on episode 6. What episode is this?
6, I think.
6.
Yeah.
I was a good guess, wasn't it? Okay. But
If some random person on YouTube is clicking around and has found this, they're probably thinking, what the
fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Why are there two brummies talking about...
Well, as a recap, this is Matt.
Hi.
He's average at magic, and we're turning him into a really good magician.
We're trying.
And there's a lot that we need to talk about today. There's a few surprises as well that I've got for you, which is always good.
Do you know what these surprises are?
No.
You actually don't this time?
No, it's a surprise.
Right.
I've got some surprises for you.
Wonderful.
However, before we talk about that, I have had people message me, email me, comment on the YouTube channel saying that I'm a terrible person because I'm very mean to you.
I mean, that's true.
And I give you unreasonable deadlines, and that you know.
Hold on, people have messaged
Oh yeah,
on what?
everywhere, right?
Yeah, comments,
On what?
posts.
Everywhere. Comments, Facebook, email, Messenger. Why aren't you nicer to Matt?
I mean,
Well,
I
a
am
lot-
adorable.
What a lot of people don't realise is that 90% of this is banter. You know, maybe they don't
Yeah.
have that.
No, I mean, like, time-wise and stuff, I don't have a great deal of time, but that's not because you're pushing me to do anything. It's because I do a million other things outside of work.
Yeah.
So...
And some people have got, like, you know, they said that I should give my clients back that have put to me as a motivational speaker, give them back their money because I'm not very motivating because all I do is talk about how shit you are.
Yeah, but I mean, they're paying clients.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to
And
a
they're not
paying
shit, and you
client
are.
and... Well, there is that, yeah. But... Like, if you're booked as a motivational speaker...
Can you imagine that? Hi, my name's Craig Petty, and I am the UK's #1 motivational magician. And today,
You're all shit.
I'd like to talk to you about how you're all fucking shit. Life sucks. You're all gonna die, motherfuckers. That'd be great.
I mean,
wouldn't
if
it?
you did that, you'd probably have to give them their money back.
Yeah. But when I call him shit, I mean it in an endearing way. I mean it in a loving way.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Sometimes
Unless
you
I
really are
fuck up
shit.
something on the computer system at work, then I am genuinely
Oh,
shit.
then you're a cunt. Yes,
Yeah.
but generally as a rule.
Yeah.
So you know,
I'm a salesman, I don't do all
for
this.
everybody that's messaged in saying, "Oh, treat Matt nicer," fuck off. Anyway,
No, I think you should. I
Well,
think you should treat me nicer.
no, not going to happen. Not going to happen. I'm sorry, the results show it all. I took somebody who didn't know anything about magic, and in 3 months, I got you a 20-minute cabaret show at the Rugeley Rose Theatre, going out and doing professional gigs. In 3 months, from knowing nothing about magic, 3 months later.
Yeah, but I mean, all these people see is what's on the internet, right? So
Yeah.
they see these videos that we film every week where there's me and you in this room or out doing something ridiculous, just bantering about and having a laugh. What they don't see is every time the camera goes off and we're doing anything else, as soon as we walk out of that door, you're like, you're okay, we're going to get you through this. It's going to be fine. It's going to be amazing. Don't worry about it.
Got a
It's going to be
reputation
great.
to uphold. Don't tell them that.
Well, I mean, if people are calling you a dick, they need to know that you're not, don't they? So, like, we're mates. There's no hard feelings by you making me do stuff. I kind of enjoy the pressure, but it's just sometimes I've got other stuff on. I've got scripts to learn. I've got what?
I'm so glad you said that.
What?
I've got some fun stuff for you. We got some really exciting stuff to talk
Oh,
about.
fucking hell. So I was being like, no, he is a dick. He is a dick. He is a dick.
I got some really exciting news. I hope you still got those Santa trousers.
Oh, fuck off. I'm
No,
not
I'm
wearing the
serious.
Sans trousers.
Yes, you are.
Why?
I'll tell you later on, at the end of the episode. We'll be coming to that. However,
They don't fit.
doesn't matter.
And they're really hot. Like, they're really warm.
So are you, big boy. Now,
Not that kind of hot. Don't ever say that to me again.
what was that thing in the office today?
Ever say that to me again. My...
He was looking a bit stressed out in the office. He was sitting at his desk. He looked a bit stressed out in the office today. He was on the phone. And I just came over and I was just like, hey, Yeah, and I gave him a hug, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Let it in, let it in, let it in." And he just turned around to me and he
Don't
said,
ever stand behind a man and tell him to let it in. It's not. You just don't do that, do you?
It's called
"You do,
loosen up,
I
man.
do."
Yeah, loosen up and let it in.
Loosen up and let it in. Remember, I'm
While
married
you're
to
being
HR.
hugged from behind by your boss.
Don't forget, I'm married to HR. You're fucked. Now, we're going to talk this week, first of all, about the monologue. So I asked you last week to put together a monologue of how you envisage your show to go. And at the House of Secrets, because we're talking more about the House of Secrets this week, although we're going to touch on the bear pit later. How your show is going to go at the House of Secrets, and talk about a theme that's going to run all the way through the show. So, what's the theme that you picked?
Like, well, I like the idea of the whole senses thing and picking on picking on the main senses of a human being, and then using like the sixth sense at certain points throughout the show. And that I really like that. I think that's a good concept for the show.
That's a good hook.
I think so.
I want to see this.
Okay,
So-
it's really rough, man. Like, it's rough.
Okay, don't worry, it's fine. It's not expected to be perfect for at least another 2.5 months, so it's not a problem. But I want to see it because I think I've got a better concept for you.
Okay.
I've been sitting down and thinking about it. I've given it some thought. I think I've got a really great concept for you. But I want to see this. I want to see this opening monologue. So can we do that first of all?
We can.
We'll get you to
It's
do it
rough.
to camera.
It's rough. It's rough. It's yeah. Okay.
Is it rough?
It's rough.
Okay. I still want to see it.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's have a look at Matt. I'm going to sit him down and we're going to have a look at this now. Let's do it.
We good?
Yeah.
Welcome to the House of Secrets. My name is Matt, for those of you that don't know. Just a little bit about me. I class myself now as a magician. About 18 months ago, that wasn't the case. So I learnt magic from my mentor, Mr. Craig Petty, and he taught me everything that I know up until this point in a very, very short period of time. That was then documented in a whole bunch of different episodes and put on the internet, which is still there. It's on YouTube for anybody to see. Now, he thought it'd be a good idea, as did many other people, for me to put my own stage show together. So it's been the last couple of months of trying to do this and put this stage show together, and I came up with an idea that what I wanted to do was to do this stage show about various different senses. Because what I've learned from doing mentalism over the last few months is that it hits every sense in a completely different way. And I got thinking, what would happen if we took some of those senses away? So we're going to do some various different illusions, various different things. We're going to have some experiments. We're going to try some different stuff to see what happens to the general human being when we take their senses away. Now, this show is going to be about 45 minutes, and there's one thing I do need to tell you, and it's not just the people here on the front row, it's people all over this building. This is a fully audience participation show. I'm going to need many of you to get involved at various different points throughout this evening, so please don't be scared. No one's going to get hurt, potentially me at some point, but we'll get back to that later. So, is everybody here ready to see a show? Fantastic. First thing we're going to do is hit one of the main one of those senses. The thing that most people would say is the most influential sense in the day-to-day life of a human being. We're going to demonstrate what happens when you take away the ability to see. So as you can see on here, I've got some items that are covered up. They're glasses, wine glasses, and each one of them has a different coloured cloth over the top. Now, with having a different coloured cloth over the top, you can't see what's in the wine glasses, hence taking your sight away. Now, there's a prize inside one of these wine glasses for one of you lucky people that's going to come up on stage. I mean, I think that's going to be you, sir. If you just want to join me up on here, it's on stage. What's your name? John. Everyone give John a massive round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Right, John, what we're going to do is see if you can get your prize. Now, there may or may not be a large, substantial cash prize within one of these wine glasses. It may or may not be a £50 note, ladies and gentlemen. And you can have that £50 note if you can find it. But you cannot use your sight. So what I'm going to need you to do is use your sixth sense. The sixth sense that we're going to be coming back to many, many times during this show, ladies and gentlemen. John, I want you to tap into your sixth sense and see by putting your hand over the top and not touching anything, not using your sight, if you can find out where that £50 note is. And you can start with any colour you like. While you're doing that, I'm going to explain to the ladies and gentlemen here exactly what those colours mean, why they are positioned in this way, and why you're not going to find that £50 note. So if you want to go and jump around the back there, put your hand over the top, move it backwards and forwards across until you get a sense of which one it's in. Then I want you to stop and keep your hand there for me. I'll be back with you in 2 seconds, John. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that we are doing this like this with the colours that they are in the situation and the position that they are is because every colour has a different sense. Every colour has a different meaning and every colour reacts differently within the human being. Blah, 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 blah. And then we go into the trick. That's it. Done. That's as far as I got.
That was good.
It wasn't...
No, that was good. That was good. That was good. I'll tell you right now, that was better than probably 90% of magicians, period.
Yeah, but
because
90% of magicians aren't performers. So
that's the advantage that you've got. I talked to you about this before, play to your strengths, and one of your strengths is as a performer. So naturally, you half-arsing a opening monologue is going to be better than somebody who's put a lot more time and effort and thought into it and done it for years. That opening monologue there had everything that it needed to have. It had a warm-up, it had... you explained to the audience why you were there, what was going on. It was great. You talked about the thing that's going to tie the whole show together. It was good. It was very, very good. It was good.
it was okay.
I would change it.
Of course you would.
No, because I've been really seriously thinking about this, and I've got a concept. Are you married to the senses thing? Like, is that something that you really feel strongly about?
I do feel strongly about it. I like it. I really like the whole concept of doing senses.
Can I give you another idea?
Of course you can.
Because I've been thinking about it. Any magician in the world could talk about senses, and a lot of magicians have in the past. You're not the only person to talk about senses and having that as a thread that runs all the way through a show. Mm-hmm. And I think that one thing that you need to do is you need to try and make your show unique. You need to make your show different. Now, there's a couple of ways of doing that, and one way of doing it is with the trick selection. One way of doing it is with characterization, but another way of doing it is by bringing yourself into the act and taking people on a journey. And I think that's what you should be doing, because the thing that you've got that no other magician has got is you are the best Matt Cluley in the world. There's not another Matt Cluley.
There's bound to be another Matt Cluley.
No, but there's not another Matt Cluley that can do magic as well as you. You're never going to be the next best Mark Paul. You're never going to be the best Mark Paul. You're never going to be the best Christian Grace. You're never going to be the best anything. However, you will be the best Matt Cluley. So I think you should bring your story into this show. And your story is the thing that's most interesting. It's why so many people watch the Matchmentary. It's why so many people at home sit there and tune in when it premieres, because they're invested in the Matchmentary. So this is my idea. Rather than doing the show about senses, you do the show about your journey through entertainment to where you are right now standing on that stage. Because the most interesting thing in that opening monologue was the first bit, talking about the Matchmentary and talking about all of the stuff that you did, because that's an interesting story. You know, BBC did it years ago, or Channel 4, faking it, where you take somebody who has no experience at something and make them a professional at it, right? That's an interesting story. The fact that you had no experience at magic a year and a half ago. Mm-hmm. You were that guy. Look back at the old episodes of Magic TV. You were the guy that was going, oh, what, no, whoa, ah. You were the guy that was freaking out.
I don't ever remember making those noises.
You did, trust me. You were the guy that was freaking out at every single trick, not knowing how anything worked. Even the basic false transfer fooled the pants off you. And now, a year and a half on, you're probably one of the busiest working professional magicians in the country. You're out doing close-up gigs, you're out doing kids shows, you're out doing cabaret shows, you're out doing illusion shows, you're out performing all over the place, literally all over the UK. And that happened in 18 months. You tell that to any audience, that's interesting. But then you combine that with what you've done beforehand. Don't forget, you've been an actor. You've toured with Rocky Horror. You've played in rock bands. You've had your own rock band. You've played at some of the biggest stages in the world. You were a backup dancer for Take That, Matt. Can't remember that. Can't forget that. Never going to forget that.
That's not going in my show.
Michael, if at this point we could have a 5-second break.
No.
I want you to superimpose Matt's head onto a dancer, and I want to have that.
Oh, okay. I thought you
with Take That, and just have like a 5-second Take That thing with Matt dancing, just to show people of what that image is. Please remember, if you're watching this, Matt used to be a backup dancer for Take That. Okay, so hopefully Matt and Michael put that there, which would be really good. Maybe you didn't, I don't know, but I'm hoping you did. We'll find out. We'll
What do
only
you mean
find...
you... No, don't.
Yes, do. Anyway, the point is, that's what makes you unique. So here's my vision for the show. You take all your senses stuff and you move it to one side and you forget about it, right? You come out and you do the opening monologue that you just did there about, hey, my name's Matt, I'm on this stage. It's a very strange experience that I have going from, my first interest in magic as a kid, because you've always been interested in magic. Don't forget, the first time we met was at a wedding fair where you were trying to book me for your wedding.
I did book you for my wedding.
You did?
No, I've always
All
been
the way-
interested in magic.
Yeah. So, but what that's going to do, I've never seen anyone do that before. And I'll tell you where I got the idea from. I was watching Sister Act 2 with the kids. They'd never seen Sister Act 1 or 2. So Ryland and Theo was watching Sister Act 2 with me and Sarah. It's a great film. And in Sister Act 2,
I'm not dressing up like Whoopi
No.
Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg, Dolores Van Cartier, she had her own show in Vegas. And the show that she was doing in Vegas was her journey, starting off as a kid, interested in music, then falling into, falling in love with a mobster and getting involved in crime and that sort of stuff. And then there was a moment where she was, then joined the monastery and she was in hiding and all the stuff that she did there. The whole, over a 10-minute period, it was like all different songs that told her entire life. And I was like, that would make a great show.
Have I got to sing?
No. That would make a great show. But if you did that as part of a magic show, that is the narrative that ties it all together. So imagine this. My name's Matt Cluley, blah, 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 blah. I'm standing on this stage, but 18 months ago, I didn't know how to do magic. This show is my story from from first watching my first magic trick all the way through to me being on the stage right here at the House of Secrets. And it started as a kid. Now, what this does is this allows you to take moments in your life, and it allows you to take those moments in your life and perform magic that kind of illustrates those different moments. So, for example, if you're doing a senses thing and you're talking about mentalism, you're really having to just do mentalism, right? But imagine if it doesn't have to be completely 100% factual. Imagine if you said that the first trick that you saw when you were a kid was the cups and balls. You could then perform the cups and balls in your show. You could start off with saying, now you're going to see a lot of, I've gravitated through my time in magic towards mentalism and mind reading. You can see a lot of that in this show. But when I first started, one of the very first things that I ever saw was a magician in Covent Garden. And he performed a trick with 3 cups and 3 balls. He had 3 cups and 3 balls, and he took the balls and he made them vanish and they appeared under the cups. It allows you to perform stuff like that to illustrate those various different points in your life. And it also allows you to bring things into the act that you love. You can talk about music. I know how passionate you are about music. You can talk about your experiences at the Rocky Horror Show. You can talk about all of this. I even thought about a little trick that you could do, which would be quite cool, really, to be perfectly honest. Okay. So imagine this. Imagine if you get to the point in the act where you're talking about music, right? So you get to the point in your act where you're talking about music. It allows you to talk about, you've loved music all of your life. It allows you to experience different things. And a lot of people love music. Put your hand in the air if you love music, blah, 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 blah. And you say, well, let's try something with somebody in the audience. And I can lend you my Mindbuster, which is a peak device, but it's electronic. So you give them a pad and they write on it. And you will see on your watch or in your case exactly what they've written. We can get into that later on. It's very cool.
Okay.
But imagine giving somebody this Mindbuster and imagine having them hold on to it and having saying to somebody, hey, think of a song that really makes you, your favorite song, something that everybody would know. And you get them to write it down and hold on to the pad. You go, brilliant. Now all you have to do is go into your case to get maybe a pad to write on or something like that, and you look at the screen and you know what they've written down. Let's say it's Barbie Girl because they're weird. What you can do now is
Definitely not asking you then.
No, but what you can do now is you can say, right, okay, hum the song, imagine how it makes you feel, all of that bullshit that you do so well, all of that, all of the Matt crap. You do all of that and you write Barbie Girl. Well, that's incredible, and it ties into the music. But then you do it with a second person, pass the pad on to somebody else. You write down a song. Now you go, you have a reason to go back into your case and you look at what that is. And let's say it's, I don't know, I'm Loving Angels Instead by Robbie Williams, because you dance, we take that. So you write that down, right? And you write that down and you reveal that. Now imagine for the final one, you say, well, look, maybe up until this point, maybe you think that I've cheated somehow because maybe I knew that you were going to be coming to the show and I stalked you on Facebook and I was able to figure out what your favourite songs would be. I didn't, but maybe there's people in the audience that are thinking that. So we're going to try and do something completely different. I have on my phone a list of 100 random songs. I think you can guess where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Digital force bag. You bring your phone out and you give it to somebody. You say, hey, give me a number. They give you a number. Boom, boom. You force the particular song, right? Mm-hmm. And you say, great, just switch the phone off for me. So they switch the phone off, but they're still holding on to the phone. And then you say, right, let me see if I can get the song that you're thinking about. And you write something on the pad, and when you turn it around, it's your phone number. And you ask somebody else in the audience to phone that number. And when they do, your phone that they're holding on to rings, and the ringtone is the song that they thought of.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And there you've got the phone because you used it to the digital force bag. And that's more personal to you. Yeah. And that's the point I was trying to make last week about the numbers thing. And I know you love the numbers, and I'm not saying don't do the Anything Anywhere act. Mark Paul's brilliant. He's amazing. You're going to get to see him at London Magic Convention. Mark Paul is amazing. And he gave me an amazing quote for Ticket to Ride. I love Mark Paul.
Yeah.
But you've got 45 minutes to do a show.
Yeah.
And there's so much more that you could do that, come on, you don't even like maths. Numbers aren't your thing. And you're talking about doing all of this number stuff and people coming up and writing numbers down. If you do stuff like that, where you're punctuating points of your life and you're doing the magic to put those over, I think that'd be a much stronger
Yeah, that's
show.
cool. I really like that.
And you had the idea that you told me about last time we did this, where everybody's writing a 3-digit number on a whiteboard when they come up on stage, and you've got that thing where you're adding them up and blah 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 blah, right?
Yeah.
Nobody in the audience cares about numbers either. What about if you do the master prediction system? So you've got that chest hanging up on stage the entire time, and you have a whiteboard on the stage, and every time you have someone to help you with a trick, you get them to write down an emotion on the whiteboard that they feel when they watch magic.
Okay.
And then at the end, after your final thing, you go, oh, one last thing. That box has been here the whole time. Inside is a tube. Inside is a piece of folded up paper. And you've got the words that they've written down on the whiteboard. And you go, I wrote this from the very beginning. And you're predicting the actual emotions that they feel when they watch magic.
Yeah, that's cool.
For me, that's way more emotive than a whole bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I like it. It's cool. I'm just going through loads of stuff's going through my head now with various different
there's
things.
so many different things you could do.
Yeah.
You could do a quick change on stage into stiletto heels and tights and talk about when you're
Haven't
the
got the
narrator.
stilettos, the theatre company keep them.
I'll buy you some more out of my own pocket.
I'm
I'll
good.
buy them. I'll buy them.
I'm good. Do you know how difficult it is to find 10.5 6-inch heels?
I'll look.
It took the theatre company months to find them. They had to go to the... there's no point telling you, you're not going to know. But they're not easy to find.
I think he's challenging us.
Yeah, we'll find them, trust me. Me and Michael
I'm not
will find them.
wearing 6-inch... There's no reason for me to wear 6-inch stilettos.
Yeah, you can talk about the Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah.
And then you do a quick change at the end, and you turn into that outfit, and you finish the whole show by doing the time warp for the entire audience.
No.
Okay, I'm getting a bit silly now, but
Just a tad.
just a tad. I really think that's the way to go.
I like it. I like the idea of doing kind of like my journey,
Mm-hmm.
And tying it in with music and tying it in with theatre and
And Bane, I know you love Bane. You know, we've done a Matt test
love
on Bane. How perfect is Bane fitting into that
Yeah.
show? Because a big
as I work for a murder
big,
mystery company.
a big part of what you do is
Yeah.
murder mysteries.
Yeah.
It would allow you to talk about those murder mysteries, and at the same time, it would allow you to do a routine that's based around all of that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said when we did the Craig test on it, that is like, it's like he wrote that or designed that for me. So yeah, it's perfect, and that would tie in obviously really, really well with that.
Yeah.
There's loads of stuff that you could do, isn't there, if you try and tie it into music and theatre and. I mean, it's a stage show. It's just the whole thing is going to be theatre.
So, do you like that?
Yeah, I do.
Good. So here's what we are going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. I want you to think about that show and what tricks that you would do that would make up a 45-minute show.
Okay.
Okay?
Because I mean, if it's a 45-minute show and we're doing it like theatre, then technically I'd only need to do like 2. I could easily stretch them out for 20 minutes each.
Yeah, but please don't. Let's do more than 2, else it's very boring.
I can really stretch stuff out.
Next week's episode is going to be filmed at the London Magic Convention. And I've arranged for you to have a bit of a sit-down chat with a couple of my friends there. I'm not going to tell you how, but we're going to sit down and have a chat. One person is going to chat to you about and give you some advice on putting a show together. And somebody else is going to sit down and have a chat with you about the Bear Pit.
Righto.
So you're going to have a bit of a chat with those people. And I'm going to be talking to you about some other stuff. But then the following week, I have arranged for you to do a performance of your Cups and Balls at a place that will remain secret.
What? Just tell me where.
No,
Why?
because I want to replicate the conditions of the Bear Pit.
What do you mean you want to replicate the conditions of the Bear Pit?
Well, one of the things about the Bear Pit is you're not going to know what you're going to get into.
Well, I know what I'm going into. I'm going to the windowless room with only 2 doors in it and about 400 people staring at me.
Yeah, but you're not going to know who's in the audience. You're not going to know anything. It's going to be surprising.
What's he got planned?
It's amazing. It's
Do
amazing.
you know?
No.
It's amazing. So I've ordered you your own set.
Is it amazing?
I'm going to love it. So I've ordered you your own set of cups and balls, right? Okay, and that's going
Yeah,
to be.
because Ryland's still got his and my Indian ones don't work. So I actually haven't got any at the
God,
moment.
Michael, once again, racist.
Racist.
Oh, Indians don't work, do they?
I didn't say
no,
that.
You
did I?
heard him. You
I
heard
didn't
him.
say that.
He just said that Indians don't work.
No, I did not.
Racist.
I didn't.
Racist.
The Indian
Racist.
cups and balls set that I have to practice with, I can't do the routine that I do
So
with
Indians
them.
can't do magic, right, Matt?
That's not what I'm saying.
Don't try and book a magic show. Oh no, if you're an Indian and you ring up Matt for a magic show, he's going to tell you no.
That's not what I said, is
What I
it?
said. Racist. First of all, it's the Black Panther stuff.
That wasn't racist either.
Yes, it was. You don't know who the greatest black superhero
You were
in the world
racist.
is.
You said all Italians like pizza.
Most of them do. Let's be
That's
honest.
but you can't.
When you go to an Italian restaurant, what's the first thing you're going to see?
A door?
On the menu. I'll give you a clue. Pizza.
That's not necessarily true. Appetizers would be the first thing you see.
Which are
on a menu.
normally little pizzas.
No, they're not. How many Italian restaurants have you been to where they do mini pizzas?
Quite a few.
No, you haven't. That's not a thing.
Yes, I have. Anyway, look, it's fine.
I'm not racist.
Luca doesn't think I'm racist, but you know, every single
How
Indian
do you know
watching
Luca
it.
doesn't think you're racist?
Because I know Luca.
Yeah.
And also, he commented on the channel.
He did.
saying how much he loved the video.
I know he did. You told me that he
Yeah.
commented
Yes.
on the video.
I'm pretty sure if he thought it was racist, he would have said.
It's fair. You called him a great mentalist and a great racist, man.
I didn't call him a great racist.
You're calling Luca racist as well.
No!
Unbelievable. We might have to stop this whole Matchmentary thing. You'll get us cancelled.
If anyone's going to get us cancelled, it ain't me.
I'm saying. Gone after the Italians.
No, you went after the Italians.
Gone after,
All I'm saying is
you've gone after black superheroes.
No, I haven't gone after anyone.
And now the entire Indian culture.
I said the Indian.
When are you going to stop? You're out of line. Needs to stop.
I said the Indian cups and balls set that I have. You can't do the routine that I've learned with that particular.
Oh, so now Indians make shoddy cups and ball sets, do they?
The cups and ball set is beautiful.
It is.
It just doesn't work for the routine that I'm trying to do.
Well, luckily, I've bought you a cups and balls set from TCC.
Good.
You probably won't like it because they're Oriental. But that's all you got. All right? Try to like it. Not everything can be British and American made. All right?
It's a good job, isn't it?
Right, so so your cups and balls set is going to come tomorrow. I'm not going to talk to you about cups and balls. You've got 2 weeks before you perform it in front of 350 people.
Whoa! Where?
What?
350 people? Mm-hmm. Where?
Would you like to know?
Yes.
Are you excited?
No.
I'll tell you if you want.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you know what Sarah used to be?
Oh, fuck no.
She used to be a teacher.
You're gonna make me perform cups and balls at a fucking school.
Yes, I am.
No, fuck.
Not just cups and balls, but some other stuff that you're planning on putting into your stage show as well, like colour psychology and Bane and all that sort of stuff.
It's called psychology.
That one too. You're going to perform it in front. She's got a friend.
How can I do a murder mystery at a school?
Okay, maybe Bane isn't the best one, but the colour thing is definitely. But you're gonna.
It says which school?
Huh?
Which school?
School in Birmingham. Her friend that's a head teacher has a school in Birmingham. All of our show reels for NSK got filmed there initially. We can go in there and they can get all of the kids to sign forms, and then we can go in and we can film because they've given us permission.
Kids are brutal.
Huh?
Kids are brutal.
Magicians are brutal.
Not as brutal as a room full of kids.
I am taking the bear pit and bringing it to you. You're going to perform your bear pit act in front of a bunch of kids, and you're going to do it about 7 times because you can do it for each year group. And we'll film it and put it on the internet. And you'll do brilliant. I know you will. So that's happening in 2 weeks' time. Maybe 3. Any questions?
No.
Tell me again from the beginning about how I don't bully you and how I'm a nice guy. Can you remind me about that?
Fucking school.
Oh, and it's going to be for their Christmas party. That's where the Santa trousers come in. I said you'd do it dressed as Santa Claus. You don't have to wear the wig and the hat. Just I said you'd look festive. Santa trousers and the Non-Stop Kids t-shirt. Woo!
Feels like perfect time for some action dances.
Hey, you could break out Chihuahua. Or Time Warp. You know that one.
You can't do stuff from the Rocky Horror Show to a bunch of school kids.
Yeah, you're right. We'll have to stick with Chihuahua.
Why have I got to do action dances? What's that got to do with anything? I'm not doing action dances in the fucking bear pit, am I? I'm not going to walk into the bear pit and go, everybody, let's do the Macarena! Like, the fuck's that got to do with anything?
Oh, that's funny. Yep.
What's that got to do with anything? Action dances have got fuck all to do with it.
Yeah, this must be funny.
I'll take Rachel with us. Rachel can do the action dances. I'll do the cups and balls, fuck it up, leave, and then Rachel can do some
You have
action
to do
dances.
your whole bear pit act. The cups and balls are just going to be the end of it. That's why we've got 2 weeks to put the rest of the bear pit act together.
Oh, fuck.
We haven't got much time.
No shit.
That's why we're kind of pushing forward on this.
I fucking hate performing to kids.
Huh?
I hate performing to kids.
Do you like performing to magicians?
No.
Exactly. I'm replicating the bear pit. This is exactly what it's going to be like.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
How is it exactly like what it's going to be like? 350 screaming fucking kids.
Yep. Anyway, that's it for this week's Matchmentary. Thank you once again for joining us. Got anything to add?
I'm going to resign.
Please don't.
Fucking school.
Yeah, school.
A school.
A school. School that we can film in. Woo! So,
That sucks.
by next week, you need to come up with the rest of your Bear Pit act. Oh, yeah, I'm going to teach you how to swallow a balloon.
Where did that come from?
Forgot about that. Great opener.
That did not look like you were miming swallowing a balloon. You cannot go from talking about a school to making that action. That's not okay.
That's me.
Stop doing it.
It's me swallowing a balloon. That's the action.
So I've got to perform in front of a school full of kids
Yep.
and smuggle some drugs to Tijuana.
No. Have you ever seen the balloon swallow?
Why am I swallowing a balloon if we're not smuggling drugs?
Because it's an amazing opener. It's a great opener. This is what I thought that your Bear Pit act would be. You're going to do a balloon.
Although going to Tijuana is not a bad idea.
Balloon. Focus. We're going to swallow a balloon. When I say we, I mean you. You're going to swallow a balloon.
I don't want to swallow a balloon. An inflated balloon?
Yeah. It's classic. Have you ever seen that before?
No.
It's like sword swallowing, but with a balloon. And then it comes out the other end. There's a poodle. Pood. Poodle. Poodle.
I got it. Yeah. Stop doing that! Now there's two of them! He's now got two!
No, it's the same one. It's just big. So, what?
Don't want a recreation of what you get up to after the office is closed.
So, balloon swallow, right? And then
Next
we're
time
going
he
to go
says he's going to Portsmouth. That's where all the sailors are.
Then, after the balloon swallow, you'll probably go into some site. You know, you should do some stebbing stuff.
To a bunch of children?
No, yeah. It's a good idea. I'm talking about your Bear Pit act, but you are going to do it in front of the kids.
You said the Bear Pit Act is doing... That's what we're going to do in front of the school.
Yes.
Can't do Stebbins to a bunch of school kids.
Yeah, you can.
But it'd go down just about as well as it would do if I did it in the Bear Pit. Wouldn't it?
I'll think about what the rest of your act will be for next week,
When my cups and balls get in here?
tomorrow. You just focus on the cups and balls and the balloon swallowing, and then
I don't even know how to do the balloon swallowing.
Huh?
How do you do the balloon swallowing?
I'm going to teach you now after we finish this. Going to be great. You're going to love it. So we'll see you next week, live from the London Magic Convention, as Matt gets his act together for the Bear
Live?
Pits in the House of Secret. Not live. It's going to be live. We're going to be filming it live. You're not going to be there. Say bye, Matt.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.